That's an evil concept, only villains do that.
Indeed.
Okay, hello and welcome to Defense and Series, session 22. Well, what did we do last time? Ah, right. We had some, well, we sped towards downtime and wrapping things up. With, people with their various projects, so some uplifting, some work on the hydroponics, more taming on of the bollocks, Ems read some grimoires, then the ship was deconstructed, that the Nefandi crashed down a long ass time. And Domino got his upgrade for his weapon. Um, well, he also gained the Hunter Spider as a familiar, which is, no, he's actually still working on it, I think. No, whatever. But it's pretty expensive overall. And, yeah, right. Domino cursed himself a bit more. Yeah, and Domino was also looking into someone to, well, fix his mind.
Nothing wrong with my mind. It's just you guys are wrong.
Yeah, then we have, well, John. John, officially getting scheduled for a hearing, to which he found a lawyer to, well, to work as his advocate for just a little bit of a favor, and by a little bit I mean a major one. And oh yeah, the AI was also finished, I guess, and a refinery was built, which will be very useful in the future, probably, unless everyone fucks up right now. But yes, essentially what's gonna happen now, your boss will drop by in his ship to take you along with. Stellar Cash is heading back from a mission, and well, there also will be your little the person that gave you the mission to free Viciouslav's father is yeah, also on board. Since she heard you will be the ship will be heading there anyways after whatever mission the ship is running. So she just went along with it. So you have some time to talk about the mission itself before, you know, actually heading in, which probably will take some time. Cough, cough, next session.
Yeah, I see.
And before we start, I suppose, well, at the end of downtime, Tristan, you have some, well, interesting encounter, I suppose. You wake up late at night and hear some scratching in your room. And well, you have, of course, you probably think nothing of it, turning around, but then you hear a loud clang. What do you do?
Probably try and see if it's my sister waifu. See if she's alright.
Well, it's pretty dark, but
Wait, I've got forces. I can make it lighter, can't I?
you could also flip the switch.
True, but that's an exact. Yeah, sure. Let's be boring. Yes.
Uh, it's up to you, I suppose.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want to roll Arity anyway. Yeah, no. Just flip the switch.
Sure. Okay. Well, you flip the switch, and the first thing that's probably noticeable is the wall panels being opened up, and a lot of the electronics there well, been removed professionally, of course. But yeah, uh, it looks it's quite a sight to behold. And on the floor, your little spider, grown bigger over the course of downtime, of course, has doing something there. And now that you're like fully awake, you notice that there is some other sounds than the clanking and the scratching. Some wet sound. And it looks like, she's operating on herself using the various electronic bits to put into her body.
This is something she's done before.
No.
Well, I'm probably gonna take a look, see if she's doing all right.
Sure. You dodge a few, you dodge the puddles of blood on the floor. And, yeah, she just keeps working. Doesn't acknowledge your presence. But deep down, it's, she knows, she notices you, like on a deep spiritual level.
Well, I'm gonna extend my hand to her and trying to convey the idea of helping, I guess.
So you want to help her. She turns her head around mechanically and says, assistance requires higher skill.
Aww.
And goes back to working again.
Well, I'll tell her if she does any particular thing she needs. Maybe able to get it.
Well, you notice something else. Her speech pattern. It was a lot different from what you're used to. It's
Oh no.
it was very flat and emotionless, and she usually likes to end stuff like a Big Brother at the end of her sentences, and it also was a lot more coherent than her usual speech, since she's still learning.
Mm-hmm.
So her vocabulary is a lot more limited than a normal person. Still, it's of course improving over time, but yeah, she isn't quite there yet.
Mm-hmm. This just increases my worry about the about the whole hive mind thing. Oh damn it.
But yeah, she will just continue working. If you don't interrupt her. So, do you want to do anything about this? Oh, just by the way, the electronics at the wall, even without doing a proper investigation, you can see that this might cause some trouble, with like the functionality of the room. There's the faint possibility that that you no longer can use some outlets, and you know, if she continues, you might not be able to turn on your lights anymore, and of course, the ship, the base AI might notice that there are a lot of fluctuations.
In that case, I'll try and see if I can bypass it somehow to ensure that there's no actual electricity running through these bits which she's running through.
Mm. How permanent of a solution are you looking for?
Just something that would last for a couple of weeks. Doesn't need to be forever.
Okay, that's still pretty long term.
Oof. Okay.
Man, no worries. Let's see. It's not a repair, it's more like a jury rigging. Yeah, so... Okay, just give me like your intelligence technology I think you have at at a 6, and you're looking for 5 successes. You can use magic to well, make it easy on you.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. Probably like what is the magic roll? Is it just forces or matter?
Well, I guess you could use both, I suppose. Unless you want to do like all with magic, which maybe you can. I need to look how much matter you have.
I've only got one.
No, okay. Yeah, in that case, you just roll your arete at 4, and then you can use the successes to reduce the difficulty of the subsequent roll. Alright, so we're at a 5.
So that's 9-5. Wow, nice. I've got a specialty. I'm creative, which is technically totally what I'm doing.
Hmm. I see. Let me actually... Probably not.
I mean, I'm being creative about it. I'm not building an entire like new subset. I'm just using what I've got and trying my best with it. You know.
I mean, you're kind of jury rigging, so I suppose that will apply.
Yeah.
So, you still need 2 more successes though.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Okay, that's a roll. Okay, my hands are frozen, so I can't type. 9. There you go.
Alright. That's way more than enough. You finish up.
Man.
You like it takes a bit of your night, but you manage to, you know, get at least make sure that this kinda works out for you know the next few weeks. But yeah, professional repairs are probably needed at some point. And of course, there's the early issue of the blood on the floor. And of course, now that digital time has passed, the of some well, the spider bits, I suppose. You know,
Gonna like try to collect those in the jar, keep them in the closet. Might use them at some point.
Sure, you can.
And I'll try to start cleaning up the blood.
Okay, you have to we clean the blood as well. Suppose you can do that. Just yeah, just I'm trying to keep the secret because well, this might be noticeable on camera. Like, you know, it's not unusual for a void engineer to like or a technocrat in general to like do some work in his quarters, but you know, mopping up copious amounts of blood is you know, might draw attention you don't want.
Yeah. I try to be. You know what? I just use forces to go invisible. Fuck this.
Okay, sure. Roll for it.
So 4 at 5. Is there a certain amount of successes you'd like? Or...
Yeah. We have to take 2 for it. I think we need at least 2 for the to cover the time you would need. Let me actually check the chart. And then, you know, then each additional success beyond that raises the difficulty
Okay,
for
so
noticing you.
I just roll again because I'm gonna need at least like 2 or 3 more successes anyway.
Suppose.
+3, I think. Could be wrong on that though.
There's the duration. Yeah, 2 is a what? So yeah, okay, that's I guess the maximum. I give
Is that the max?
one scene and plus 2 difficulty. If that's good enough for you, and then you can go and clean up,
unless I
I
can go
suppose.
higher, then I will.
No. I mean, unless you want like a buffer, I guess. But there's probably no one to contest that magic, unless you're really paranoid and really want to go ahead.
Nah, it's fine.
Thought as much. Okay.
It's time for dexterity stealth roll.
No.
Good.
With this much resistance, I'm just gonna give it a pass here, and yeah, you can mop up the blood, and do it stealthily, no problem.
Beautiful.
And of course, can put the thing in a jar and like hide in a corner, since you already know the safe spots.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be interesting. Like, I'm gonna have an emergency, and I'm gonna like, Bandy, I need you. Bandy looks over into like the cameras, sees nothing. What the fuck?
Oof. But yeah, quick question though: are you gonna fill that jar with with piss?
Excuse me?
Ah, okay, you don't know that meme.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck?
Do I wanna know?
Yes. So
Then tell me. Is it safe for Twitch though? I gotta think of your subs, you know?
yes, all the stuff I don't have, so I don't care. Well, do you know about the about certain? I think it started with like with the brownies, and they put they have like some jars where they put in little figurines, and then they fill it with piss, and then they store it.
Then they what?
Then they store it. Also, I think
Did you say snore it?
no, they store it. Also, I think there might be more than piss in some cases, but that's entirely another matter.
But why? Like, what's the point of doing that?
I don't know. But yeah.
Man, that's some weird ass kink.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I think that concludes your thing. I guess you'll be a little bit more tired in the morning.
Probably. I'm just
Yeah.
glad I didn't have to spend that much time doing all this.
Yeah, so so you get down to an hour sleep schedule of like 3 or 4 hours.
Well, right before the session, you told me that that's what a normal person would get, so I refuse to allow you to do me at a willpower like that. Sorry.
I didn't plan to. It's like in the middle of downtime, so it doesn't matter at all.
I just wanted to remind you, you know? Just wanted to remind you, you know? Only messing with you.
Yes, let's create a scene so you don't so you cannot regenerate willpower, a devious plan. But yeah,
I mean, it's not beyond you.
a bit. I like to think of myself a bit more subtle than that. Wow. Okay. Anyways, the day of the arrival of your boss comes, and is there anything you guys want to do before he arrives? Like, this is right at the end of the downtime, so well, consider your stuff basically done.
So where are we exactly? Are we on a ship?
No, you're still at the base, and your boss is scheduled to
Oh,
arrive on his little ship.
okay. See, I thought we were on a ship.
No, not yet. Like, it's right at the end of downtime, as I said, and you consider your stuff's done, and it's basically, sometime if you want to do something before he arrives. It's like entirely optional, but I want to give you the option to actually do something.
Don't we have like special meat to present to him?
Special needs?
Meat?
Special meat, the space aliens, space man.
Oh, right.
We should have some cuffed left over when someone important arrives.
All right.
Can we
Sure.
feed him mushrooms?
No,
Oof.
I don't want to kill our boss yet.
Also, you wouldn't
Yet.
you would know about that.
Would he be able to sense it though? That's the real question.
Chop him up, put him in a stir fry.
You really want to get court-martialed, do you?
He's already getting cool with marshals. Just let him enjoy his remaining time.
Nah. I don't even remember who the boss is.
Alright, so... does anyone want to do something or not? Because otherwise...
Well, I kind of wanted to try to look for Marcel, but it's probably a bit too short amount of time to do that, really.
Yeah, it's a bit short. A bit short on time here.
Iridoma, since downtime's over, Hank's gonna be like, acquiring this new acquiring my better focus in Prime. Prime 2, the body of light, can I direct it to my head so I have a shiny head?
An astral thing, all things considered, but I guess you could polish your head really good to make it actually a good impression, but I'm sorry, you're not allowed to summon a body of light for your fucking head.
Wow, badass.
Close. I am close. Don't tempt me, Radoma. I will have the shiniest of heads.
I mean, just to get some implants going, Other people get, like anything useful, but you can just go ahead and get like a shiny metal head.
People ask, okay, what's the use of it? What use?
It's shiny.
You can blind the enemy.
Just imagine if I actually installed like a head, someone shoots a laser for my head, and the laser bounces off.
Really cursed.
We'll make that equipment, Radoma. I will make the head that bounces off lasers.
Alright.
The future, not now. And I will just be ready for the trial, Kappa.
Well, thankfully you're not on trial, so that should be alright for you. And the fated day arrives, and your boss's ship comes by. Anyone has a preference for manning the consoles? The ships, the bases like sensor arrays and stuff like that.
I don't mind.
Sure, you can go ahead. Just roll me like some perception. Yeah, let's go with perception technology for this one. Just at a 6 to see like how much you notice.
Would mechanical aptitude be applied?
Mechanical aptitude. Mechanical. That's a good question. So it wouldn't be really mechanical, would it? No, it wouldn't.
Okay, that's fine.
You have the focus thing, the eyesight thing. Remember, -2.
That's fair. You can re-roll that at a -2.
Okay.
Nice. Any specialties?
Modification, but that's not
Hmm.
really a thing.
No, not really. But yeah, you notice, you notice the ship arriving at like the right time. But you also notice that it's battered, like it has seen some heavy combat. Like the ship is not in disrepair or anything, but yeah, this has been, this thing is ready to get to go back to maintenance again. Like it has to win some battle, and then the so there's some makeshift repairs. It's,
Lovely.
yes. And then yeah, your boss contacts you, and well, not your boss actually. In this case, it would be more like someone wrote down a letter, some communications officer, and asks you guys, well, to come well, get ready and come out in like about 30 minutes when their own team is descending, to man the base while you guys are awake, just like last time. And well, eventually they arrive and take you back up to the ship, where you are promptly divided. Well, one part is greeted by the New World Order agent in the white suit, Amara Garner, which has is known by Bacon at the very least, and she's the one doing the mission. And well, Nick on the other hand is greeted by two Marines. That tell him that they are his escort to the hearing.
Follow them.
Yeah. They would tell you that that your guest Melchior Gold has arrived already and is is well, already waiting in the your supervisor's quarters, or rather office, same as your supervisor, where you would also be having your hearing. So that will be, I think, what we're gonna start off with, just to see if things go badly here. I think I had like a place for this. Yeah. Feel free to drag yourself out. While I open the right page in the book, just in case I need to look something up. Alright. Okay. You were escorted on the office. The Marines wait outside, and Well, Noah greets you. Ah, John Bowie. Good, good to have you here. Just, hopefully can take this quite quickly. Okay, I can get this done quite quickly. If you wish to, you can talk with your advocate beforehand, but otherwise I will get started right away. If you need some privacy, I can give you appropriate accommodations. So,
Yes. Yes, I would like to have a moment just to see if he has anything to discuss with me.
all right, and he points at a nearby room, and yeah, you can talk in there in private if you wish to. Just just keep away from the scotch.
Noted.
And well, you go into that other room together with Magir, and he asks, well, so what is it you wish to talk about? I believe I have all the files necessary and all the information.
I just wanted to see in case there was anything you needed me to do or act or say.
Well, most importantly, I think you should tell the truth, since since your guilt has already been more or less determined. It's just a matter of the severity of the infraction, and lying might increase how severe this will be viewed. On the other hand, feel free to not go into detail too much on the infraction. Anything that will make you look and can look bad and can be omitted is usually a wise idea to not to go into too much detail, as details tend to get you tangled up.
Okay then.
From what I had inferred with our talk, with my talk before you arrived with him, I don't think he's out particularly for blood, but it's he's just doing his duty, as far as I can tell.
That is good to hear.
Well then, he like pulls on PDF and like scrolls through it. I think it's time then. And well, he makes his way out of the other room.
I follow him back in.
Alright, and Noah looks up. Are you ready to get started? If so, please take a seat, everyone. And well, he like pulls out a small device and says, "Start recording. App and additional information from files, John Bowie, as necessary." So you know why you're here, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, tell me from your point of view, the events leading up to how the little run-in with Rebecca, and how and how you were not able to pay at the end.
Well, I kind of melted my ship, and she offered to help me have it repaired, and I made some promises to her about payment that um, I couldn't fully. Well, I didn't have the resources to repay her.
All right. He looks at you.
Kind of,
He looks at you, and then at like a screen nearby. And
I look at my lawyer to
uh,
see if that was okay.
he just looks at Noah and gives you like a small head shake. And well, yeah, Noah says, you well, according to Dr. Quella, you have she did not approach you with an offer, but you approached her and asking for aid in repairing your ship.
She? I don't really.
Oh, he just didn't remember out of character. Ah, I see.
I really don't. So yeah. Anyways,
I guess it doesn't matter too much here, but yeah. Also, I would like to know, how much did you know at that point? Like, were you aware that you would not be able to repay her in due time?
kind of like take a moment. It's like I was a little overconfident in my ability, and I overstepped my bounds, and by promising things that at that time, yes, I did not have.
You know your advocate nods enthusiastically, and adds it's not that uncommon for operatives to assume that to overestimate some of their abilities, which which is of course not the ideal case, but but considering the other work he is usually tied up with and the unpredictability of the nature of his assignment, it's completely understandable that sometimes and up the you can misjudge what you have at the end of the day. And like he cites some uni regulations and some other cases that oh well had similar problems that went in their in their favor. And actually, let me just roll like some charisma law for him to see how well he does presenting that. And I think he would use magics for that one. Like pulling out his PDF and like his PDF and a PDF here, but PDA and such like reading from it and doing some math and the like. Yeah, it's perfectly acceptable. All right. And the specialty would apply. So that's 10 successes.
Very good.
Indeed. By the way, his specialty for law is bending the rules. But yeah. By the way, the MC, like you would have already have your reports, so there's no need for witnesses. Like if the hearing gets really big, if like then well, shit has like usually does a one-on-one, and you have to have the ability to ask for like an advocate and stuff like that. But not everyone does that. Okay. Sure, that looks pretty good so far. Pretty good so far. And he looks at you, and like a lot more, and also with a smile on his face. All right, then and that's already. That doesn't look too severe then. So you have what do you think what you would do in the future in such cases? When you're in need of someone doing something for you that falls outside of the usual union regulations and above their duty.
I would go about having a more clarification in our arrangement and deal. Promising things that are more realistic and in the realms of my own actual individual ability. Look back at my lawyer. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. An interesting choice. And the lawyer is like, he's like, he just gives you like a slight nod. Nothing too incriminating, but also nothing too outstanding.
I am just a pretty face with a brain.
All right. Well, I suppose we should have something to roll here. Let me check something real quick, and then I will be right back at you. But as it stands right now, even with your limited knowledge of law, you can make out that the entire deal is going well. In your favor. Well, here that's your own entries. Are kind of okay, but not too great. But your lawyer made more up for it, and you're pretty sure you won't get too harsh of a punishment. By the way, where did your flaws go? Oh wait, no, it's
Oh, I minimized it.
no, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
There's a minimize button. I just found it.
God, that's really cursed. But yeah, that's oh God.
Thank God I avoided the scotch.
Yeah, that's true. Although the scotch would help you cope with the repercussions of drinking scotch, so that's a plus.
Did I get disconnected?
No, you didn't get connected.
Oh.
I was just looking for something. Since you didn't note down the page number for it.
He's looking for a reason to fuck you, but he can't find it.
Wow!
He's trying to find a way to lube you up, but he can't. He has no lubricant to do. So.
I mean, that's one way to say it, but I don't think it's that bad. I just want to like see something, to see if we can't fuck this up due to a certain thing he has.
Whimsy?
Yes,
Yeah.
look by the description of it. Oh,
Doesn't that trigger on high pressure situation?
in such a you might. I mean, I would count a fucking hearing as a high pressure situation.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm trying to remember it too. 'Cause
yeah.
I don't remember which book it's in.
And especially stressful situations, you might need to make a willpower roll to not clown around. So I guess that should be that should be done here. It's just from elective willpower difficulty 6.
Is that my current or my permanent?
It's permanent.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, seems like you're in luck. You get the urge to act out, but yeah, you manage to wrestle yourself down. You're in a clown. And well, no, looks like looks up after being in thought for a minute or so, and tells you after he's done. Yeah. All right, I think we can wrap this business up. Well, that's very unfortunate that this went down. I think the most appropriate course of action here is to. Well, I fear I would have to impound your vehicle for the time being until you're able to pay Dr. Quella back. But otherwise, I don't see the need to dispense additional punishment other than a note in your files. Yes, you were about to say something?
Oh no, I'm gonna wait for my lawyer. I'm gonna say it to my lawyer.
Oh, you want to say it to your lawyer?
No, I will say it to my lawyer once this is done.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Okay. And well, I think that concludes our little meeting here. And I think you can rejoin the others. I think they're supposed to do some mission map planning at the moment, and are probably not done with that by this point.
Shit, okay.
So consider yourself officially warned, and we'll pick up your vehicle shortly before we depart, and you might want to clear out anything you might not want to lose for quite some time.
Mine.
Oh, and before you go, could you this journey will take a few days, and during those few days, I want to speak with every one of you before before you go on your mission. So please tell him to make contact with my first officer to set up a meeting at some point the following days.
I will relay that to the others, sir.
Very well. just see him lean back and well, take out a glass and have a drink. While he waits for you to clear out of the office.
Kind of graciously leave the room.
Yeah, the lawyer follows you, and like once you out of the door, oh, that was it was a lot easier than expected.
Yes, it was. I like puff up my chest and kind of like flatten my shirt.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, you were really lucky. He could have charged you with more than just misuse of resources here. I believe the worst he could have done is charge you with subversion, intentional one at that. And that would be really bad for you.
Question on the payment though.
Yes.
Is it copper or gold?
I believe we agreed on a favor, a major
Oh,
favor.
oh, oh. No, not yours. The favor, yes. An unspecified favor with no limit on term.
Hmm. I do have some matter that
I,
will need your
I like write that into Rami. Like, oh
Okay.
god, oh god.
I do have something in mind, but I will give you the details once you return from your mission.
hmm But on, is it Rebecca? I
Yeah, Dr. Rebecca Cuera. Well,
how
you
do
rich. I
do I
believe.
pay her in?
I believe
Yes,
you need to negotiate that with yourself. For yourself, I believe the original agreement was on copper, which would most likely be still valid. But she also seemed to, at least from what the reports say, she also seems to be susceptible to getting paid in gold. So I suppose it's your choice, and whatever you can negotiate with her.
Well, maybe not best if I do. I mean, like, I should do it and I will. Just the, we- I like make a motion with my hands of them colliding. It's like, I don't want to be here again. Might be, yeah.
Yeah, we're probably wise, especially for the same thing.
hmm
That I don't believe. I don't believe even I could save you. Could save you then. Well, in any case, that's it. I will head to my quarters. I have quite a bit of work to catch up on,
hmm
and I
I
suppose.
I need to collect my stuff.
Very good. Pleasure working with you. I know, like, we like reached out with his hand to shake, expect like a handshake.
I reach out and clasp his hand. It's like, and I hope so in our future endeavor.
He gives you a smile and says goodbye, and well, walks away.
I like I walk away down the corridor and then start running towards the ship to the moon van or the moon hopper.
All right, sure. At this point, you still probably would have to, fly down at this point. But yeah, you can easily do that and clear out your stuff. Since you're doing it
I get
first, the mission planning will probably proceed without you.
I get the mines and all my knickknacks that are all over the place.
Hmm. Yeah, sensible. Yeah. Got all the things that especially need to take care
And
of. No, I don't
yeah,
think so.
and that little plug that I made to stop the task leak.
Wait, you're taking it out? Oof.
Oh yeah, because yeah, that wasn't it repaired, but I just left it on.
Oh, okay. That's actually a fair
Yeah,
point. I suppose if you want to, I guess you can have it.
yeah.
I was just under the impression that,
Technically, it's cosmetic now.
I was under the impression that, it's still, like, has been incorporated into the whole thing, but, I suppose, yeah, you can have it. Sure, get the plug. And, yeah, you clean out the entire thing. I suppose, yeah. Still have, like, the machine gun in there, which we probably shouldn't take out, since it's technically part of the ship.
Yeah, that's gonna stay. Like the machine gun, the mine layer, and that.
Yeah.
I can just build. I can build new versions of it. But the mines, I can't. Can, but I don't
Yeah.
really want to.
Yeah. Okay. Then, I guess that concludes that. And we pan over to the others. You are in, you're being led by Amara. Yeah, she, like, so tells you, good to see you all here. I, I arranged for a conference room, and where we can talk and properly uh, prepare for this upcoming mission. I'm afraid your friend will be indisposed for the time being, if not permanently. I don't know what this hearing is about, but sometimes some people have to be taken special care of.
Breaking the immersion. Where is the room? I don't see the room.
Oh yeah, I'm still like setting it up. So here you go. So feel free to drag yourselves out.
I'm not there, so I'm not gonna drag myself out.
Hmm. All right. You enter like a room, and there's like two like black suits like standing in it, looking imposing. And like once like one of you guys is like gaze strives over them. He just says, don't mind them. They're just here to ensure my safety. I usually, for those of you that don't know, I usually work as a liaison between the New World Order and the uh, the Void Engineers in this part of space, and yeah, sometimes assignments get rough. Even though I don't go on missions all the time. Most of the time, I prefer the more secure locations at the construct to fulfill my duties. But this time, I attacked along to get some more frontline experience with the Void Engineers, and of course set up a meeting with you. without compromising anything.
Well, do you have an initial plan for the operation?
Well, we have a rough draft as to how we would do things. As I mentioned before, we have, well, actually, I'm not sure what you told your team. And we're looking forward to acquire a man as an asset for the Void Engineers. One of we saw him we saw him perform quite some interesting feats, and now that the Void Engineers are so down in personnel, we did them a favor and let's look to our databases for potential recruits, and this is one of the ones that stuck out. And like on the screen, the picture appears. This is Dimitri Stanek. Like he looks at you, Viciouslav, and asks, "This is the correct pronunciation, correct?"
Stankic. The last letter. It's like a SH with a CH kind of thing.
I see. Stankici. Very well. Well, this individual happens, as some of you might have maybe already guessed, to be Viceslav's father. He's currently being held in a Serbian prison for, she coughs a bit, for war crimes. But we have determined that these crimes would not affect his duties with the Void Engineers. Especially after the social processing, we don't see an issue. And we're not ones to waste precious assets. As you all know, the Union is quite fond on our ability to use even less than ideal personnel, and this one isn't even tainted with rarity deviancy, as many of our current agents that have been acquired are.
Well, with introduction, I kind almost read. Yeah, this is the list of possible poisons I could make for the plan of a fake assassination attempt. Vyacheslav just takes a list from his pocket. I could make a violentist put in the fake body you provide and also incriminate someone, but you need to decide. I'm not sure which target would be most beneficial for the organization if incriminated.
Her face lights up. That's perfect. Exactly what we need. And she takes it and actually does some quick analysis. Takes out some sort of I guess the best way would to call it would be like a tricorder. Yeah. Yeah. And just uses it. Nice. She looks at it and says, that looks pretty good. I'm not an expert on like any sort of poisons, but that should fit our needs here. Thank you very much. I know Ken hands it back. We can use that quite well.
Celeste. Although we have the poisons after our recent mission on the Xeno stations, we realized that infiltrations in an unknown place are not it's not easy. Do you have any blueprints of the place where we are going in, or anything of the sort?
Of
At
course.
least it won't have any advanced technology, so our methods won't could be used.
Of course. Of course. We do have blueprints. I was about to get to what we already have gathered, and like switched over to like another picture, and you see like some like essentially like the prison from like a bird's eye view, and yeah, you see like standard prison layout essentially. Like there's like walls around it, some cell tracts, some canteen and stuff like that. Nothing too spectacular. But what does stand out is the amount of barracks there. Like this place is heavily guarded, like more so than a usual prison. And yes, it says, well, as you can see here, we have like a the view from above, and he points at the barracks. Those don't appear to on the blueprints themselves. That's why I pulled up the bird's eye view first. They essentially were built to house additional soldiers. Since this prison is mainly used for criminals of the war that incriminate your father as well. Mostly lower ranking personnel, of course, but that's still quite a bit of prestige, or infamy rather, that this prison carries, and they want to make sure that nobody gets busted out. As far as we can tell, there are about 20 military officers aside from the usual prison personnel, and we have every reason to believe that they can accommodate about 20 more, although they don't appear to be assigned. What's particularly troubling, though, is that our initial recon suggests that some vampire activities essentially while we ran our scanners, we detected that some of them are well, how should I best put this? You the progenitor probably know better than I do, but I believe the correct term is bloodbound. So far we have identified that the director is bloodbound, and one of the officers, but there might be more. We're not sure exact nature of this of the infiltration here, but we presume it's due to political power play. So we might be up against more than just the unenlightened here. Anyway, so yes.
Is there any suspicion on of who is the responsible for those bloodbounds? Any vampires on the region?
None that we exactly know of of course, we do know about we do know about some vampires in the region, but we don't know which one is responsible. None of them, none of these blood-bounded people have shown any signs of powers that would indicate what they are, nor have they shown particular signs of that would indicate any uh, any kind of vampire in particular. But due to the population of the region, our best guesses would be that it would be Simisi, which tend to dabble in horrible abominations. Yeah, that's probably the best word. They even use it on themselves, making themselves either incredibly beautiful or incredibly monstrous. And they're also able to craft war machines out of humans. It's quite disgusting. I've not been I've not been facing them myself in my time on the field. But as far as I'm aware, they can be very powerful, although still this is subject to the limits of human flesh to some degree. And they are still alive as well, which means we can still use deprivation of oxygen to take and similar things, or poison, I suppose, as well, to take them down.
That seems interesting and dangerous, but I guess they wouldn't put those kind of abominations in a prison of this kind.
Presumably not, no. But we never know what they have prepared. What's worse though is that they are able to disguise others with that with their abilities to manipulate the flesh. Probably even more worrisome than the monsters themselves. At least they're easily discoverable on their own. Let's see. There's also reports indicate that this kind of vampire in particular is able to command animals to a frightening degree. We even have some reports that they are able to essentially possess some animals if they wish to do so. We would like to, of course, be prepared for everything in that regard, but I don't think that's exactly possible to guard against all kinds of animals. Not in a space like this, and points out all the open space essentially on the map.
Well, yes. If anything, we should be just be careful to eliminate or not be in front of any suspicious acting animal. I believe that the most logical thing to do with animals would be use them as discreet spies. Is there any size limit on the control they have? Like they can go with insects or just larger animals?
Our reports are conflicting in that regard. We have seen some of them use their powers on basically any kind of animal, but others are limited to particular kinds, and some I know it's a bit vague to work with, but unfortunately, this is the nature of these creatures. Which brings us to the last of their common abilities, I suppose. Which is the ability to, well, have a particularly enhanced enhanced perception. Up to the point where some of them are able to read minds and leave their bodies behind. At least the lower levels functions similar to what we can do with our science, although it's more focused in what they can do with it. Why we can apply our scientific principles to basically everything. They are more limited to well, I suppose what folklore tells about such powers. For example, they're able to read the energies of people in a similar fashion as we do with one of their powers. But they can only do that. They cannot apply the same principle to, let's say, an object in the same way, unless they specifically develop a power that allows them to do that. But yes, that's the things that you should be careful about. There's an entire dossier about the powers of vampires, at least the common ones we know about, which I can send to you if need be.
Yes, it's if anything, it's a very interesting subject to know. Never dealt with them before.
All right, I will send it to you then, and she use her PDA and just send some files to you, and they arrive quickly. I guess technically you could get it with your suits, and you read it off there if you want to. But yeah, you have to have information on the common disciplines, and vicissitude as well in this case, since they would be. I guess you would have a vicissitude, obtenebration, and dementation from the uncommon ones.
Nice. That's some juicy information.
And well, she pulls up another another screen here, and yeah, you see some blueprints with the prison layout. As you said before, the barracks aren't there on it, but it's easy to tell where they would be. Although you don't know the interior designs of them. And of course, they might have changed some stuff over the years. But yeah, that's what they have.
Friends, any opinion on the subject? I believe if we just do the invisible field thing and get the hold of the cameras of the place, we could easily travel through it.
Mm-hmm. As I should mention here, you could I will be able to use 2 of our Blackhawks for this mission, but we cannot spare much in terms of operatives. We do have some black suits that could accompany you, but other than that, our manpower is tied up, and the regional assets are well attending other festivities to have an alibi for this occasion. As we are going to use this, as Wislav is already aware, to use this to use this incident to remove some people from power and install more compliant personnel there.
One question: do you want the ones infected by the vampires to also be killed? We could do that.
It's not exactly necessary. Those in charge will lose their posts once if this operation is successful. I mean, suppose if you can arrange for their deaths, then that isn't exactly adverse. But then again, we would lose track of the assets that this particular vampire has.
All right.
If you want to, I suppose, you could try to discover the nature of their affiliation with the vampire. You know what they do for him, and perhaps what kind of clan he actually is at the end. Oh, and she actually stops for a moment. That's right. I never told you. These vampires distinguish themselves by clans. We don't work with them that often, but it's useful terminology to well, divide them up into category and have appropriate responses for each of them.
I see. Well, I guess if we could try to just do a quick mental scan, maybe some good old torture to extract some information, but we will put as low priority into operation.
Very good. Yeah, acquiring this new asset is of top priority, so that's a good thing. Essentially, in terms of plan, what we have is pretty rough, which Slav already knows, but the rest of you, essentially, what we are looking for is a fake death of him in some sort of like riot, uprising, or assassination that we can then use, as I mentioned before, to remove a few people from office. Some politicians and officials that need some replacing here, without raising too many questions and investing the resources for a complete replacement. Any questions so far? Not any more questions, I suppose. Well, I guess not. I guess, in that case, I will leave the planning to you. I will sit by and answer any questions as they come up. But I believe that's it from my side. There are a few more files that you can access, and it actually pulls up like a personal file from the from Wislar's father, and some like files on like the personnel there. So some trivia info on like the director, stuff like that. And like here know a bit more about the other inmates. a bit rough, but you know, probably not that important. So, I guess it's time to plan it for you. Oh, right. And actually, one thing she would mention that you're actually gonna get a body of Viciouslav's father. So they can't just, you know, fake it. Hello?
Yeah, it was just
Yes.
Neg
Hello.
falling in and out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so, well, everything at hand. You're gonna get a body, two Blackhawks, some potential, some black suits as backup if need be, and yeah, the rest is up to you to plan it out. Since you will be the ones executing it.
Now, out of character and in character when we are in a separate place, what do you guys feel about trying to kidnap a vampire?
I have no problems with it. You know, I think it might be good for experimentations.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could do a vampire cyborg.
We could
Yes.
harvest their blood and make superhumans.
Yes, of course. And if it's at Mitzi, we could also try to use the vicissitude to help with
Guys,
my experiments.
no, guys, we can actually solve the biggest question in the world of darkness. Is vicissitude a space disease?
Oh
We can
yeah.
now put the final question, the final dot on this question.
It
You
could
know, I'm all
create
for
the
it just for that.
ultimate genocide weapon too. It is.
Okay, so we are all
Or
agreeing that we should go after the vampire.
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
We probably should actually have something to contain him.
Yeah, we can probably get a metal coffin and some stakes. But how do we get to him? My original idea is we just go to the ghouls and just plant some GPS tracker on them to know where they went when they go get their extra blood.
Oh, I know something that we could track him down. See if I can do it though.
Yeah, in the invasion of the place, we just go there, deactivate the cameras, use the invisibility field, go to the cell, open, exchange the bodies, go find the random guy that the woman want to be guilty of, and just put some poison vials on his clothes or on his backpack or anything, and it's done.
Oops.
So is my plan good? Is no one saying anything?
No, it's good for what we know. We can pull it off.
It's decent. I've got no problem with it.
Same.
Domino, when the battle begins, just chuck yourself at the Sammitsi. Trust me, it won't hurt.
You know, if that's the case, I can throw you at them too. I think I've got enough strength to do
You
it.
see, your laser weapon could be very, very good at Earth, Kappa.
Actually, I haven't tried it out yet. Do you want me to have it like? Can I like try to shoot at your like glowing forehead real quick? No. So, Perdomer, do we know in character about how like damage basically is handled on vampires?
That would have been basic shit they taught you in school, wouldn't it?
I mean, the vampires in particular, they will probably tell, yeah, together with like the research, I'll probably tell you at some point, especially since it comes up actually. And I should have covered this, to be honest. But yeah, they will probably tell you, like, how vampire damage works. You know?
Lethal's okay, just don't go too overboard. You know?
Yeah. Also, you need to be, like, very careful. Like, some of, they will tell you about, especially since, you know about the discipline stuff. That, some of that can counter enlightened procedures. Yeah, but on the other hand, you can also cancel them out.
True.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, I think at some point Amara would tell you, like ask you about, the time frame you plan to do this in, and about like extraction and they're coming in, like what way you want to use.
Well, we need to set up like have at least a few weeks, like 1 or 2 weeks of preparation. And I don't know how long should we take like I mean if we want to do the side quest of capturing the vampire, I guess we should like stay 1 week on the place at least. Or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
I'm not very sure on that.
Okay, for the time being, you would be like, since you're basically already on the ship more or less, and they would be heading back at this point. They would essentially say, put you in like some construct in the construct in Serbia, and where you can, do some preparation. You have access to like so some lab stuff as you like need it, but you won't have like your personalized stuff ready. E.g. like no sanctum or anything like that.
Is there a note though?
Most likely. Why? Do you need to refill?
I mean, I've got 0 quintessence, so yeah.
Sure you can.
I probably would have taken some before we left, to be honest.
Well, too late now. Guess you have to refill there.
Bruh.
What? That's actually advantageous for you, but whatever.
Alright, how much is that? How much can I take?
I mean, considering the size, yeah, they would probably reserve like I would say like 10 that you have to divide between the four of you.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna take 3 then.
All right, roll me some prime 1. Ah, do it again. So that's 4. That you could take up, but it's only taking 3. So well, go right ahead.
Who else is taking some? If anyone.
I might as well.
Yeah, might as well just take some.
I got some quintessence already, so.
Good.
Erite at 4, right?
Yep.
Nice. 4 quint, lovely.
Actually, it's you could take up to 8 with that, since I'm
Oh.
going with like 2 per success.
Okay, 8 quint. Let me just add them.
No,
Oh,
you,
wait.
you only have a limited amount.
Okay, okay.
Wait,
Like you have to
wait.
decide.
How much quint is in this mode?
10.
Like,
3's taken.
there's more in that and of that and that, but you
Okay.
know they want to keep some of it for themselves, so you get like 10 that you can divide between the 4 of you. And Tristan wants 3
Okay,
already.
I thought that was just.
Because I'm at absolute 0 and I haven't had any in like a long time.
I got 3s. I thought there was just like a bajillion of it.
No, I mean
So if you can only take 10 between us, it's true for me and true for you, Amps.
Alright, fair enough.
Wait,
alright.
don't you then still. Okay.
So
Is there any left?
yeah, there
Is?
should be.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we have like 3 left over. I think yeah, like 7. Yeah, so 7 should be taken.
It's so big. Oh, I made it. Okay. Just an arrow roll.
Yeah, just Arete for like Prime 1.
Difficulty 3.
4 base.
It was 3 still in there.
Yep. Well,
Nom, nom.
3 you're allowed to take. Yeah. Okay, that's way more than enough to take those 3.
Do we have enough time for me to work on my mind, maybe?
Oh, on your mind, I suppose technically.
Yeah.
You wanted to have 2 weeks of prep time, which would be no problem, and like 1 week for the to stay afterwards, I think.
Because
So yeah.
I think that effect I posted might come in handy.
Well, I wanna, like, when we get to the place, I'm gonna do the mini map thing.
Well, yeah, on a construct, but yeah, you can
Yeah.
scout. Do you want like scout ahead with this, or how do I take it, or do you want to like do it when you're actually doing the mission itself?
Is that towards me or?
Towards you, yeah.
I mean, why not do both? We have the prep time.
Okay, so you want to scout ahead, that's no problem. Although, probably would not. Yeah, you probably would want to do something in regards to like how you want to scout it out, since you know there's like no advanced sensor array in that in that thing, and you know bit more earthy here, since otherwise the machines won't work quite as well outside of the
You,
outside the
you would need
construct.
a fuck ton of quintess. You would need a fuck ton of correspondence to also pull it off because of the distance. It's kind of a short range thing.
Well, technically, you could like you guys could like drive up on like in like some armored van or something, and stalk it out near the prison.
You could commit the blueprints to memory
That's entirely
using
possible.
yeah, correspondence 1, mind 1 effect. Yeah.
Committing to memory, you don't even need to use magic. You just spend enough time reading the fucking blueprint, and that's good enough.
No, like he would get absolute familiarity of it with that effect. Like he would know where everything is all the time. It would just be natural to him.
Hmm. It's like
Yeah.
the correspondence gives like spatial awareness.
It allows you to
The
have like an understanding of your area.
yeah.
So
And the mind, well, it's like mental empowerment essentially. So you have
yeah,
access to the information all the time.
yeah. So
So yeah, you can easily do that. Although you could go with like a lesser effect of this, and just use it like mind one, which for essentially gives you for this intents and purposes like
yeah.
what's it called, like essentially effective identity memory for this. But yeah, entirely up to you how you want to do this. Essentially, just tell me what you want to do, and I will tell you the role.
Go, I want to make some good poisons.
Sure. How much do you want? What do you want to make? And what do you consider good poison? Like a deadly poison or
Something deadly and like something that just causes a quick heart stop, so it could be justified by, oh yeah, this guy died of heart failure. That's why there isn't any weird thing, any brain brain bleeding or anything superficial like that.
sure.
And in quantity, just a few vials of it, just enough to put in the body to show that there is uh, the poison on it, and some extra to just put in the backpack of the guy or in just implant somewhere.
Good. Sure. That's not that hard, I suppose. Fucking hell. Okay, let's see. Let me have a look at your character sheet. Um. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will go with just science for this, I suppose. Although medicine's kinda a bit more appropriate. But yeah, you can use some life magic for this as well, although you don't have like the correct requirements to make like a super substance out of it. So yeah, you can just roll me like a life 3 to like a lower difficulty if you want to, and otherwise just roll me like some intelligence, science at base difficulty of 8, I suppose. Yeah, 8, and you're seeking like 5 successes.
So 4. Consider it's at 5 because we are using the spot we have that reduces the difficulty.
You mean the node? I don't think you would actually exactly work on in a node and what it is, but you have a.
Not a node or lab.
Oh, you don't have your lab. That's almost like not attuned to you, but you have essentially you're using the lab of the construct, which gives you like the access to all the materials you need,
Oh.
but it doesn't give you like the difficulty benefit that your own lab would have.
So want me to reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will use a willpower point then.
Okay, sure. No problem. So we have that. That's already three down. So you're at like 5. Yeah, that's 5.
So intelligence medicine.
Intelligence intelligence science is your like biology for it, and yeah, the 5. All right, that's enough successes. Like yeah, spend like some time cooking your poisons. I don't think it's exactly a forte per se, but yeah, you can improvise it, no problem, especially with the magics here in place. And yeah, you spend like a few days to like concoction poisons, do some like reading up how what's like the best one. but yeah, like no time. You make a little thing here. And yeah, you have the point you wanted to do. Okay. Well, is there anything else? I still have quite a bit of time in terms of like preparation.
Can mhm. Can I do that correspondence one, mind one effect to Rami so she would know the entire layout of the compound?
Uh, the entire layout of the
At
compound.
least to the understanding that the blueprints would have, right?
Hmm.
I would.
That's actually difficult to do since, you know, I don't think you have that much mind overall, and well, I think I might
Oh
wanna,
yeah, probably.
I might want to
Probably should
only
just.
on self. I think.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, it's mine too for AI manipulation.
Hmm.
Okay. Hmm. Can I do it to myself then?
Yes, you can. Yes, you
Yeah.
can. Keep in mind this will count towards your active effects.
Yep.
All right.
Would it count the progression of getting my mind up to 2?
It definitely would. It definitely would. Um,
Nice.
let's see. Where the fuck is it again? That goddamn fucking chart. There we go. We need, yeah, you're gonna need at least 4 successes for the correct duration.
Okay. Can I roll my research to get a lower difficulty?
Yeah, you can do this ritual if you want to.
Okay. That's what I was planning to do, but I still want to lower the difficulty.
Uh,
Intelligence research.
yep. Yeah, you can.
Difficulty on the research roll.
Oh, it's just a bit, like it's the same difficulty as the magic roll, so it's a 4. You only need like 1 success
4?
anyways. Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's way more than enough. And yeah, so you can roll it a 3 since it's minimum difficulty.
2. Around 5.
Beautiful. All right. You have it committed to memory now, and yeah, and pretty amazing spatial awareness, but 1 active effect. Okay, I think yeah, I know that Downer wants to like scout the place out, and at the very least, and well, let's just ask Ems
How
first.
long's the
Hmm?
How long is the duration?
It's
I know it's
it's 1 story essentially, but since you know 3 is like 1 day and 4 is like 1 story, so that's essentially it covers for the entire duration until you cancel it, or we move on to the next
yeah.
downtime or something like that.
Okay. Just putting it in my notes.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna go work on my mind.
All right, you can do that. That's no problem. Just throw me like some, actually good question. How would you go about this, working on your mind?
Does anyone have mine too?
No,
Okay.
I think of the party someone has mind, but not that much. Yeah, I think at the same level as you. Actually,
So
actually, I lie. The party,
uh,
yeah, it doesn't seem that the party has. Oh yeah, Doctor Wislav has his mind one, but you know that won't help you at all since it's the same level.
yeah.
I guess like the operator. Actually,
Um,
roll me luck die. Like if if like someone in the construct has it.
no, I was just gonna say then John, being like electronics guy, would be like studying AI.
Sure, sure
I
you
was just gonna
can.
research it now.
Yeah.
So
Let me see. Yeah, of
that these be computers.
I'm debating like what I want to use here. I'm debating between like academics and or computers, since you know both are kind of applicable. I guess we gotta go with computers since it makes more sense.
Because that's more of a specialized thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Dice, difficulty 6.
Yep, difficulty 6, just to see like how well you progress. Not bad. Uh,
Does creativity apply?
I guess you're trying things out here, and yes, it would apply.
Okay.
All
So
right,
that's
that's gonna eat up most of your time, though. But yeah, you have justification, I suppose, and yeah, I guess
okay. How
we
much
should
is it gonna cost me?
8, I think. That's the
Yeah,
second
I'm
dodge.
gonna go look it up just to make sure. I think it's 8.
Yeah. Well, that leaves the others. So, I guess we should go with like, since he hasn't said anything, during the Ems. What do you want to do in preparation of this? Like, Vicioslav prepared some poison so far. He's still some time left over with it. Well, John went ahead and committed like the entire plans to his memories and on well minds studying the AI and stuff like that. And well, Tristan wanted to go ahead and like scout it out, but he hasn't done it yet. Like didn't take the action yet. Is there anything you want to do in particular?
Well, let me check my character sheet. Can I do anything before we go?
Yeah, we have 2 weeks of time.
Uh, fair enough. Honestly, I feel like the rest are already covering the bases, to be honest. Like, like finding out more about the base, making poisons, all that. Honestly, it's kind of like up to snuff.
All right. Well, you're in a construct in Serbia. Maybe there's something else you want to do that isn't exactly related to the mission.
Ah, I see, I see. Oh no, that's entropy I'm thinking of. That's not no. Hmm. I really can't think of anything at the moment. So, can you come back to me later?
Sure, I can. Sure, I can. That's no problem at all. I suppose we can, well, go to Tristan and see about this little infiltration.
Man, you sound so excited about that. Holy fuck.
What?
The enthusiasm's basically like, whatever.
Are you okay? I think you're being a bit paranoid here.
I'm really tired. Just
Well, you have several options, like, as I said before, you could pull up in like a van or something. Or, you could go ahead and just, I don't know, take a bus. Disguise yourself as a prison guard, whatever floats your fancy.
all of these ideas sound like something. Okay, then that's unique, Redomer. That's a nice background. But all of these ideas sound like things my character would not quite be capable of pulling off, I'm afraid.
Alright.
I have a weirder idea.
Oh?
Could I not study the actual prison from the other side of the gauntlet?
You want to do infiltration this way, okay. Just a thing of note. eh, well, it's from the stuff from the disciplines. You would know that one of like the very high-end powers of the common vampires in this area allows them to well, be on the other side of the gauntlet technically, as well as they can essentially leave their bodies, which would allow them to technically slip into well, other dimensions.
Well, the thing is, even if they did that, wouldn't I have the advantage?
Yes, you would have. It's just that, a thing that could be possible.
I mean, it's kind of the same like threat that you would have by just driving around in a van.
Yeah.
It's kind of the exact same.
Just saying. Just saying. Yeah,
Seems like the most viable thing I can do, to be honest.
Okay. Well then, since you're on you're on Earth this time, and we actually have to deal with like proper Videre and stuff like that. What would you say? Would you say your character's melancholic? Are you upbeat? Do you feel connected to like the primal nature of things?
Let's have a look at my character sheet, shall we? I wouldn't. I'd say like pretty mellow. Let me take a look. The book, which one that comes along with?
I see. Mellow.
Probably like light blue, calmish. Maybe a bit excited as well, though. A little bit of violet and light blue.
Oh, I'm not looking for auras here. I'm looking for something else. It's actually like when you enter like the penumbra. Essentially, it's colored in the way like the character sees the world. Like depressed people see everything decaying, and like bit pushed in the low umbra side. Head heavy characters are a bit more pushed up to see things more refined and stuff like that, and see like the shapes and stuff like that. While some people connected to like nature and the like see get a special emphasis on like I guess the spiritual side of things, the lushness of things, and the like. And I'm thinking like, I don't know where to best put you. Like technocrats tend to go for the head heavy stuff, but
Could you say that again? What kind of stuff is that? And also, what about willpower? Do we get that back? Any at all, by the way?
Hmm. I mean, I guess you could get one back for the journey itself. Also, we forgot to do the proper meeting. Whatever. We're gonna do this like afterwards, I suppose. Once we do this downtime thing, or semi downtime thing, of like 2 weeks. Anyways, you go ahead and essentially this head heavy. You see like the stuff more refined, I suppose, and the shapes of things. The more the ideas behind it, behind stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that would be the clearest. Would be the most appropriate thing here. Okay. Where, when, and how do you want to do this? We have you. Well, essentially, crossing over to Gauntlet is more or less always vulgar. So you could do it at the construct, but it's still a bit away from the actual site where you want to be.
Fair enough.
And
Fuck.
also there might be like a lot of dangers in between, since it's spiritual stuff.
Yeah, that's true. It's been too long since I've actually had to do like magics on magic that could be vulgar. Probably probably semi close by to the actual place, but make sure there's no witnesses. Just make sure there's no witnesses, and well, I have I think didn't I already get the spider hunter because you gave me a sheet. You at least showed me a sheet.
Hmm.
So
I mean-
wanted to know.
I mean, my notes say that they're like that you're 4 out of 5, but I might have forgotten to update it in the last thing. So, and I think you connected on it to some degree already. Fuck. I'm not sure if I made a mistake on this or not, because I kind of remember you getting the familiar for something, but I don't know if you actually like finished the whole thing or not. My notes say no. Like, as I said, 4 out of 5 successes.
All right. Well, I mean, should I get paradox? And it turns out that I already have the familiar. Don't be a Jew and allow me to make her Soke, okay?
I mean, I suppose. And yeah, let's see, where is it? Vulgar. Probably would be waiting for to not have witnesses.
Yeah.
Would by the way be an infraction in of itself. And well, yeah, the tie is 4 plus 4, so we're looking at a 7 here.
Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. How many successes do I need?
And just 1.
It's not that bad. Can I try again?
Why? You passed over?
I did. I got 0 successes.
Oh, right, you didn't spend willpower. Okay, let's just try it again. Yeah. Also, I think I made some mistakes, so you would need to roll again, anyways. For the since it's like a pen and gauntlet strength, I forgot for a sec, but I will add the +1 difficulty for this. Since it's vulgar.
There you go.
What?
You gave me +1 difficulty.
Oh, I meant to the gauntlet strength, but whatever. Just roll with it. Just roll with it.
I'm totally fine with like.
I've had enough of this. You're gonna pass over, and if I have to fucking, if I have to show out the worm itself, like push you over and drag you.
What the fuck?
So you're gonna, you're over and then nearby, and a nearby place, the prison. You see it like like high tower, like that the walls are high, the wires look sharp, and yeah, you can go in. Presumably, you actually when would you be doing this? Would you be doing this during daylight or nighttime?
Most likely during the day, really.
A sensible choice. So no vampires.
Yeah. So my character would have that kind of like would at least be aware of doing that.
Okay. So you go ahead and well, do the scouting. Yeah, I think we're gonna make this easy on you and say you're just gonna roll like some perception investigation. Just go to place out. So give it at me at a 7.
I actually have a pretty good question then.
Huh?
The sensory enhancement thing that I have, does it still function normally?
Yes.
Alright. So that's a whopping 3 dice, base difficulty 5, but I've got the specialty for perception. Does that acute senses apply?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Why is your perception so crap? Jesus Christ.
Pardon?
Why is your perception so fucking bad? Jesus Christ.
Everything's bad. What do you know?
Alright, I suppose that takes up quite a bit of your time, but not much in terms of results. Essentially, I get distracted at some point by some beautiful secretary who, well,
Excuse me? Did you just assume what my character likes looking at?
yes,
Oh,
because she looks like she looks like a bit like a spider waifu if she was
Okay, fair enough.
if she was a human.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Indeed. But yeah, before you realize it, time has gone by. And yeah. So what's your choice? Like like the sun might be was probably going to go down soon, and not much has been accomplished.
How much time do I still have, technically, before the sun actually comes up?
They're down, but it's
Hi.
it's like an hour or so. Also, you won't turn into ash if that's what you were worried about.
I'll give it one more try before giving up.
Sure. Depending on success, this might take you into the night. Just keep that in mind.
Alright, I will spend a willpower this time.
Okay, then well, roll again.
Success.
Well, finally, I get 4 success. You after being happy with the eye candy, you you look at the look around and get a good grasp of the land. You see like the cellmates, the cellmates, doing things together, like some of them playing cards, and overall the present seems to be like in not an awful shape. Everything is sort of clean as you kind at least as clean as you could expect from the Balkans, and yeah. And things are disciplined. The wardens don't act out. The prisoners don't riot. It's just still of course a prison, and especially with the way you view things, you would essentially get a pretty good feel of like order and discipline and cleanliness. It's It's just a job, essentially. Not a not a pit, not a not someone acting out on emotions. And you see the occasional hint of like respect for those imprisoned here. But yeah, actually, once you make your way like deep into the prison, where your target is being held, you kind of notice something. It's a bit weird. You get like a strange feeling essentially, and like once you get closer, you actually notice it's there's like some sort of a creature in there. It seems to be some EDE essentially, with like what do you say, like sharp fangs and what else? Like sharp fangs, like claws and the like, and it looks pretty disfigured. It's almost like a bit like a human, and yeah, it doesn't appear to be in like the best shape. It seems to be like a bit skinny in a way, but that might be due to the appearance of the spirit. But then again, something tells you that this isn't how this thing should look like. I guess, actually, what would they do with once upon encountering that? Would you try to engage it?
No, I try to make sure it doesn't actually spot me.
Yeah, sure. But that makes sense. You can see, you can notice it long before that, and yeah, make your way around it. All right. Anything?
I presume I don't know what this EDE is. I don't recognize it or anything.
No. You're pretty certain it's the like it's a bad one. That's but it's pretty much a given.
Yeah, it looked pretty much like a bad one, as you put it.
But yeah, sun is going down.
Probably return for the day or for the night technically. Doesn't really seem like a very safe thing. Just stay here.
Sure.
Can never be too certain of these things.
Unless you like leave, you see like you see in like the spirit world, I guess, or rather the other dimension. You see things creep up like shadows on the ground, like creeping around, and essentially like a bit of the feel of dread in the air, which is you're not a superstitious man at all, but something gives you that special vibe.
Gotta be extra careful here, I see. Alright. Whenever I go out here next, I'm bringing my laser weapon with me. Something feels weird here.
Oh, by the way, using it as a weapon will be vulgar. Just in case you...
On the other side of the gauntlet? Question mark?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, this scouting doesn't take too long. Is there anything else you want to do?
It's probably too early for me to like set up a stealth field already, isn't it?
No, yeah, it's a bit too early. I mean, I guess you could do it like a super long duration, but would be pretty annoying to have around. Don't need to know. Hey, where are you? Yeah.
I don't know, where are you? Listen to each other's voice, but wait. How do I hear your voice even? Goddammit. I don't know where you are. That'd be funny as hell, but
Oof. But yeah, probably the best setup right now.
it's true. Fair point there.
Yeah, overall you probably spent like 1 or 2 days, just doing this, like arranging for transportation and coming back and stuff like that. It's not much time has passed after out of the 2 weeks for you.
I don't really know what else I would do except for just continuously checking out the place and trying to get a general feel for the location as well. And see if there's like anything else that's like me looking out there, except for the EDE that scares the shit out of me.
Sure. Let me like some more perception investigation. Yeah, same difficulty. You can use magic to like make it easier on you, but it's a little bit more like a standard thing, and you might notice like more things overall.
Yeah, I'd like to use magic then. That just corresponds to.
Yeah, okay, correspondence too. Any other spheres like you want to incorporate into that?
I guess spirit would be useful for like detecting supernatural shit like vampires, right? I guess correspondence, spirit, and forces.
Actually, I would say Prime is more useful for detecting vampires. As you could, since you could just see, like like see like the energies, which would make it easier to tell. Oh yeah, this is X.
That's fair enough. Yeah, I'd probably use them like prime correspondence. Forces probably isn't. I guess forces might also be good.
Yeah, sure. But what exactly are you looking for with forces? Like just forces alone isn't really doing anything. Like you have X-rays. You can read like like actual electrical currents and stuff like that. But it needs to be a bit more specific.
Yeah, and screw forces. I'm not creative enough to think of anything right now to actually be able to use that with. So, yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, maybe it should be omitted. Okay, then. Yeah, just I think that's difficulty 5. Also, like how are you gonna go about this since there's like no special sensor stuff inside of the thing, and yeah, since you're doing it from a distance, you probably want to keep things a bit more well.
Man, when you do that, my character sheet really looks empty, guy.
Yeah. Let's see.
I need to look up some roads.
Indeed, the Road of Kings. I heard that's a good road. Or the Road of Heaven.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of like it. You kind of like the proper monitoring thing. Yeah, I guess technically you could try to, well, to like, I guess, hack into like the security cameras and then use the enlightened science to enhance the enhanced resolution and stuff like that. But
Yes.
but yeah, it's a bit limited what you can do. So it's a base difficulty of 5.
So irritate at 5, right?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. which
unusual for me at least.
yeah, just let's give me like my some perception, perception investigation, take it into consideration.
3 at the.
So difficulty as last time.
So 5. Just
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, it's still at 5.
So, sorry if this is a really stupid question, but that narrative roll, does that do anything about this?
Not in particular, no. But we're gonna detect that. We're gonna see some special things with that, essentially.
Okay. Probably not going to find much. Oh, never mind. I actually don't. Maybe.
Perfect. Okay. So you start monitoring the prison, using like you hack into the stuff real quick and do some investigation with like what you already have done with the by sneaking into the dimension and sneakily looking into that. And what you infer is while your observation correct, it appears that some people which you would actually recognize since you have the files. You have seen the files, presumably at least, if you paid any attention during the meeting. You see that someone is collecting like blood from the inmates for like medical checkups in quotation marks and the like.
Ah, yes.
And every now and then, so one of the prisoners is led somewhere where there aren't cameras, and doesn't exactly come back. It only happens like twice over the course of the 2 weeks, but it's still noticeable, which is the odd part. And it doesn't seem to appear to happen to like the more the more long-term prisoners, like the war criminals, but more to the short-term prisoners.
I see.
Which get replaced from time to time.
That is concerning as fuck. Are we gonna do some like research on the side to see if like anyone on the outside's noticed this? Aside if it's being investigated or whatever?
Well, you probably wouldn't hear that. There's nothing like in the files about that would indicate it. But yeah, I guess you could technically go ahead and try to do this on the side. But you kind of like the like much in terms of like ties to the region here, like influencers and stuff like that. I guess you could try to pull on rank and make use of local resources, which you by the way should have at one dot in.
Oh, my apologies. I was just thinking about just taking a look if anyone around has a like in mundane ways has been looking into this or is aware of this.
Yeah, that's what the rank is. What rank putting pull on the rank would be for. So just as an abstraction. So just give me like a. Let's see. Let's give me like a charisma investigation, plus your rank, and yeah, at a difficulty of 6.
Well, what did you expect?
Yeah, you try to like pull on the, like get some people to do some stuff for you, but as you like try to do this, you notice they're like a bit miffed about being whirled around by a low ranking guy such as yourself, and your efforts kinda fall flat on their face, and like at one point even someone already tells you that they have their own work and their own missions, and he's not exactly in the that you're not exactly in the position to well, just order them around to do this. Oh well. Anyways, I think that concludes your time for this, and I think we should probably pen back to Ems since he hasn't done anything. Ems, are you here?
Yes.
So, have you come up with anything in the meantime?
Hmm. Like, I honestly still can't think of anything.
Oof.
Like,
I'm
dispute?
actually being serious. I literally can't think of anything to like, because I think all the bases are covered.
I mean, just build some. I don't know what actually can you build like. Just make some vampire containment thing for if we actually capture it. Something we can seal it inside.
Oh, okay. Hey, Radoma, what about a vampire containment device?
Sure, you can do that. No problem. Let me check your spheres real quick. Yeah, it's would have to mostly rely on the strength of the materials rather than anything anything else. Like from what do you know from the files you've been given? You would know about the stuff like potence, and technically about I guess technically about some other stuff as well. But yeah, like you know, they essentially can be like super strong. So you need like very very powerful materials to contain them, which means you're either forced to use something very special or go really thick for this. But other than that, you could essentially construct some sort of like a thing to seal it inside. In a way, it would be like a coffin, I suppose.
Yeah, let's make a very good. I think they call it the Iron Maiden, if I remember correctly, right?
All right, no problem with that. Just let me see about successes and
We just replace the metal bits with wooden stakes, so just in case he tries to run kids.
yeah, let me check. Okay, we have like complex instrumentations. Let's see.
Because the only other thing I was thinking of besides from this tomb was just like, oh, let's see if we can actually get contacts, in case we get chased by the Technocratic Union early.
Okay. Okay, I think complex transportation would actually work on this, which would make the thing much more efficient overall. Or you could go with just, yeah. Actually, I should ask you, like, how good do you want to make it? Do you want to go with, like, basic, more basic solution, or would you go all in, essentially? That's what I'm asking.
It depends. Are we in the construct in the country?
Yeah, you're on a construct, which means you can't construct stuff. While we're staying in the coincidental range,
Mm-hmm.
and you would get the materials as well, since well,
Okay, might as well just take my sweet time with it.
sure, you could do it as a ritual, I suppose. And we're gonna go. Let's see. Yeah, I'll probably go for like. No, that's too little. Yeah, just go with like. We're gonna go with like 10 successes for this in total, and you can get but there will be like essentially like no chance of escape once it's inside. If you use the level 4 effect. Does that sound okay for you?
That sounds absolutely handy.
Yeah. Okay. Then well, since you can do this as a ritual, you can use like roll your intelligence technology. And yes,
Lovely.
your hyper focusing would apply if if you're taking it with you.
Yeah, I would. Lovely. My mechanical attribute. Attitude.
That would apply. Base difficulty is at a 7, so I think yeah, the mega attribute is like -2, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that would apply to this. So go right ahead and roll at a 6. No, wait, no, at a wait, I'm retarded. 7 -2 is like, yeah, it's 5. Sorry.
Yeah, and a 5.
I'm just retarded. So go right ahead. Oh, wow, wow. Well, roll your rarity at a 5, I suppose.
Aye.
Fucking dice hating you.
Welcome to my life.
Alright, that's 3.
Does my matter shaping come into play?
Actually, it would. So,
Okay, so it's
7. So 3 more. And that's it, I think.
Yep.
And just at your limit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You make a Iron Maiden like a device to contain the vampire. It's fucking airtight. It has like all kinds of security measures. It locks. It has like big locks around it. It has like like a camera where you can see inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's like chains and like metal things to strap the vampire in, so it cannot move, and even if it and like a thing where you can I don't know let's say like shock it essentially with like high current of electroshocks based on what do you know about vampires, so that should at least hurt him or her
A,
or
a
it.
hidden white phosphorus grenade.
Hmm.
Don't worry. Who wants to be the test dummy for this thing, guys? We need to see if it works.
Oof. I probably have some other way as well, like liquid nitrogen to like shock freeze the vampire.
Oh gosh, yeah. And this is when Radoma rolls the generation, guys. Turns out it was a thin blood we were facing all along, guys.
Oof. I actually don't roll for generation anymore because I think it's too whack.
Fair enough.
So you're gonna get a 16th gen cover? No, just kidding.
I demand a 20th gen Radoma.
That those don't exist yet.
We can make it them exist.
It's
That's
like an
true.
Alabama vampire they just kept on breeding.
Oh god.
Imagine.
But yeah, it takes up quite a bit of your time, but that possible, like, prep time and, gathering the materials included. But you still have like some time left over. Is there anything like more you want to do?
Hmm. It might just be very, very crafty. You see, what about since we're on Earth, kiddo. Oh crap, what was the thing I was thinking about? Shit, it was something to do with my organization. I know it's gonna come back to me later.
Alright. Well, I can pan over to Bacon, since he still has some time left over as well.
Well, I did the poison. What else could I do? I mean, we are on Earth, right?
Yeah. And in Serbia, no less.
Okay, I could fuck you and say that I want my character to meet his mother, but I guess he would just write some letters and send it to a random post office.
Alright. That's fair. Sure, you can do that.
I mean, the only thing that can't leave my mind is doing some more crimes while I'm here, but I don't think it's a good idea. Actually, let me check something. What is the year?
It's still 2001.
2001. Let me check something real quick. How do I write that? Like this. Okay, Mauser died. He's going to try to visit the grave of the guy that was the leader of his military unit.
Alright. Sure, you can easily do that.
Goes to the grave and there's a decaying hand on his foot. Welcome back to the army. And dragged down to the earth.
Yeah, okay, one question though. Are you gonna try to do this like covertly, or are you gonna like be open about it?
No, I try to do covertly.
Sure. That requires some rolling though. Let's see. Oh wow, you have no stealth. Oh. Since you're just evading people. Yeah, just give it like some intelligence stealth. Base difficulty of 6 on UK 7. Sneak out and
Does creative apply? Creative ways to sneak around?
sure, let's say it does. I guess that's enough. Just barely, you have like a few brushes with like other agents before you go. Almost things are almost messed up, but you manage to get like a good opportunity to sneak out and well, end up paying tribute to your I guess friend. Well, your leader at the very least. You see that his grave is like, well maintained, if that's something you're curious about.
He just goes there, stays for a while, he'd say some words, and I don't know, leave some flowers on it.
All right. Get like an extra willpower back for that one. Oh, you were full. Beautiful. Anyways, okay. I guess we'll go back to Ems and then conclude this little improv downtime.
Would it be smart of me to take a walk around and activate level 1s of my spheres? You know, just casually, not looking for anything. Just in case when that was it not going into like the bed, not going into the prison or anything, but like the route, like the way we're going to the prison,
Hmm.
like the roads and all that.
Sure you can.
Because in a war-torn country, mines are common, kiddo.
Well, you actually haven't just. I mean, you have several options like how you're gonna get there. Like as I mentioned, they're willing to like use like some of, like two Black Hawks to essentially get you there and get you out. But you could also use like I guess like armored cars and stuff like that. But yeah, you can check it out. And I think for this one, yeah, it's like abstracted, and it's gonna take some time for you. You can cycle through different spheres. Just give me just roll the arity at a 4, and then you use the successes to reduce difficulty of the perception investigation roll. Or we don't use those because there aren't any. Okay, just roll it at a, I would say at a 7, yeah, because it's a bit more difficult to get everything done properly. Well, as far as you can tell, the road is pretty clean. Aside from the leftovers from from the Civil War, the route is secure enough for your intents and purposes.
Nice. There'll be no hiccups when we retrieve them. Nice.
Very good. All right. I think that concludes everything. Okay, I think we're gonna go for like in character and out of character things now, since we're basically at the cusp of going for the extraction itself. Okay, we're gonna start with like just the order in row 20, so it's Ems again. In character and out of character thoughts.
Out of character, I probably should have bought a list or something for myself to remember what to do. In character, building in character. Wow. Who's the John got off pretty scot-free. Nice. Well, not nice for me, but justice system's not really justice.
Welcome back, Domino. We're at lessons right now. Not lessons, but in character, out of character thoughts. Jesus Christ.
And that's probably it because I didn't really do anything else, realistically speaking.
Was a quiet session for you. But yeah. Okay, I guess if you're done, we move on to Bacon.
Well, outside character. Uh, I feel for the guy that sold his soul to that lawyer, because someone with that many dice and that good at lying, you are going to get fucked. Very fucked.
That is
And
true.
another thing, I regret what I'm going to do, but it fits in character. And in character, oh my god, vampires are amazing. What do you think they can do? Why nobody told me they existed before?
Hmm.
So, Radama, when we capture that vampire, it looks like my second coolant battery's got vicissitude to it.
Jesus. First have to get it. And not ash it in the process. And you don't actually know if it's actually CVC.
No, but we can only go by the reports.
It's just very likely in this area. But yeah, well, guess it's time to go over to Domino.
So, out of character, I want to congratulate you on somehow, for the last couple of sessions, continuously making up events that we go down for some reason that I honestly didn't think we would, like going into an alien space station. Now we're breaking a guy out of prison and hunting a vampire. Honestly, fucking congratulations on thinking of wacky shit. I dig it.
All right, thanks.
Despite being really tired, I still enjoyed it. So also congratulations on that. In character, I don't really think I don't really have that much because it was mostly just planning stuff. But I guess it is that Spider Waifu is the best waifu out there, and I need to properly make sure I know that. I need to bolster my inner spider file, I guess.
Mm,
Yeah, that's probably what.
yeah.
And also that getting some free Quinn occasion is it's a nice change. It's a nice change.
I mean, you're getting frequent from the note essentially.
Yeah, but I always felt bad about taking it out until I realized that everybody was doing it. But now that I think back, I remember last session being like, "Hey, can't my familiar just take the node juice from the node that we freed up?" So I don't know. I gotta go get some stuff from there at some point.
I mean, I believe you used that stuff last time. I believe.
Yeah.
Also, good thing you mentioned that, because I kind of need to tick up the quintessence for the notes.
You're welcome. I'll take a party-wide extra XP point for that. Thank you very much.
I'm afraid not.
Wow, rude.
Indeed. So this place is fucking cursed.
What else could I have expected from the likes of you?
I'm evil. Also, you should notice the how we like the your cursed spider thing.
That still confuses me to this point. I want to ask questions, but I'll just wait to see how it ends. But I really don't understand anything. I was.
Let's just say it's a warning.
I'm already trying to get the fucking hive out of my head, but it's basically harder than it should be. Tells me.
Actually, should be 2 weeks worth. Sorry, I'm just taking up stuff. Okay, I think that means you're next.
Yes. Out of character thoughts. I might have an idea for a really, really good spell.
Oh,
It's gonna be based on a bunch of stuff. It involves that magical awareness I've already done. In character thoughts. Yeah. I'm kind of worried about what this lawyer's got planned. He's a little too good.
Well, I already know exactly what I'm gonna do. What he's gonna ask of you. It's gonna be
Go-
fun.
Goyam, I work for a beauty company. Give me your foreskin, Goyam.
Oof, no, it's
I mean, that's not too much to ask for. We got a life mage. He could just grow a super foreskin.
Oh my god, I know how to make money. We can just make a foreskin factory.
Yeah.
alright.
Fucking
Mushroom
disgusting.
foreskins?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Nords. In the
Oh.
bill, you have Nord prisoners. Technically speaking, if you take their foreskin, it's +1 appearance, so you get the best cosmetics in the bill.
Oof, they actually get like 2+2 appearance on the on like base character creation.
Yo, I need their balls.
Go, Bacon. You can make some serious dosh and say beauty lasts forever.
God. I mean, I guess if you, technically, if you like implant, like, use their skin and stuff like that to like improve yourself, that it would account for, extra appearance.
I mean, sadly, due to my character flaws, I don't think he would do that. It's a great idea, but he wouldn't do that, sadly.
Mm. Yeah, unfortunate, I suppose. But yeah. Okay, I guess 3 XP. Anything you guys want to buy? Also, does anyone need willpower?
I technically have a spent one still.
Let's see. What about your nature?
But
Hacker.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it.
Plus 23, 102.
I want to spend XP, but I'll wait for that.
How much
Uh,
XP people have in total now?
102.
103.
Wait, something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I've got
I-
102 at the moment. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I should be at
Domino got it wrong.
102. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I was at 99. I was adding in the one I
Arate
currently
is
had.
8 times current, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I need just 9 more.
oh yeah, how much do people have left in terms of XP?
I have at 23 free.
Jesus. Got one left. Well, 4 technically now.
You are buying stuff, I'm not, so makes sense,
What are you
right?
saving up for?
Arate 5.
Honestly, I don't want to buy Arite 5, but I'm looking to think what can I purchase in character what I actually need, which is quite tricky because I haven't run into a situation.
Yeah. I was thinking on buying
Uh,
some extra spheres, but I don't have any reason to learn them.
Hmm.
You see, spheres are temporary. Arite lasts forever. Don't you know, kids?
Oof. Stop that. Also, there's one sphere that would probably be beneficial for at least Ems.
You see, Unity sphere. You
No,
see,
no, no. Like the for Bacon to buy. Like meta one. Since then you could work together and well, make use of like implants and stuff like that, because Ems on his own can't do it.
Yeah, my plan was to get matter and maybe forces, but more matter. And also raise my spirit to 3 so I can cross the gauntlet, because why not?
yeah, because I know I'm gonna need a spirit because I want to cross the gauntlet and experiment on those spiders. I want to find out how they got their brains in the jar. You see, so I can make I don't know make somebody a test dummy for that theory.
Right, that reminds me. I wanted to get Spirit 4. I don't know for what though.
The Spirit 4 allows you to like cross other people over, which means
Ah, yes, my great assassination plan.
Mhm.
Let me see. What does time do?
Time does.
But
Well,
Redomer, can I buy like a dot of empathy?
How much do you have?
Fucking one.
Yes. You can buy one.
Let's see. The fucking mage books. It's just just looking through that.
Hmm. Tristan, you technically fulfilled your nature, so you can put on like another PowerPoint.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think the rest. I followed. I haven't fulfilled anything.
You know, I do have to ask you one really annoying like favor, Redomer.
Hmm.
Would you like once the session's done and all that, have a look and see if I actually got the familiar or not, so we don't, you know.
Yes, I will. Maybe.
Please. Maybe. Excuse me.
Ah,
I'll take a refund of my downtime then, worth of like 100 XP. That's fine with me too.
I'm afraid that that's not how this works. But yeah.
Well, in that case, I regret to inform you that my work demands me to stay at work until 11 from now on. Farewell, friend.
Redoma, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
As we all know, in Mage, time is paradoxical. You know, time travel is paradoxical in nature.
Yes.
Why is level 5 putting it time immunity?
You can temporarily like, put it off, as far as I remember. It allows, you essentially like disconnect yourself from time to some degree. I'm not sure exactly about the specifics, since it never comes up. But essentially, what I get is from it that it still catches up with you at some point.
Okay. Thickening of the wall of time.
Okay. I think I will. Well, I think
I got
we'll.
a question.
Yeah.
When I made the AI, what did I roll again? Did I roll intelligence in computers?
I believe so, but I think I even wrote it down. Let's see.
I'm just asking because I might upgrade my computers so I can get better at making AIs. That
Yeah,
was the.
you wrote. Yeah, I think you did roll that. Um, so yeah.
Okay.
Actually, there's like a
Let's
handout
find it.
for like the entire thing. So let's see.
No,
There's a
I was just contemplating upgrading that. I
yeah.
just wanted to
Uh,
confirm that.
just a thing of note, like there's like higher advancements for like higher requirements for like actually making the thing. For example, like for like a simpler AI, you need like computers 2 and like technology 1. But for like advanced AI, you would need like computers 3, technology 2, or hypertech 1, or science computer 1.
I have all those.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
I was
just
thinking of going to 4 maybe. Or I
yeah.
could increase my hypertech.
Well, for yeah.
Where are you reading that from? How do you do that?
No,
Hey, Redo-
I made like entire
Oh.
handout on like making AIs and robotics,
Oh.
and I'm using that as like a base for like baking stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Lambs.
No, I was just saw a funny meme and be like, Meta 5 Prime 2, you get to make meta, you essentially just get to make armor out of thin air.
Yeah.
My new technocratic suit's been made.
I mean, you can do that technically.
Actually, it states that you need 5.
What for like
For instant transmutation.
Such mastery can shape armor out of air with Prime 2.
oh well, okay. Okay, if it specifically states that you need to do that, then yeah, it's true. So what was I actually about to say? Like there's like a handout. Like look at the And like the magic subfolder, there's like a handout called AI and robotics. It's pretty autistic, but I think it kind of works. So there we go.
Under magic. See,
Just imagine I'm in the battlefield, guys.
I
I
see
don't have no
information.
armor, and I just do that roll and be like, "Hey, why is my laser weapon not working? This guy's got armor." Out of thin air. What?
Oof. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I will end the stream now. So I'll say goodbye to the bots.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, bots.
Farewell.
Okay, so. Oh, so I can't make a complex one. Okay.